Recall Meghan's address at the One Young World Summit last year, where she memorably made 54 references to herself in a 7-minute speech. Well, it appears that she hasn't been asked to work out at the One Young World conference this year. All speakers were listed for the event. Kat Graham has taken up the role Meghan had last year. According to the source, the One Young World leadership carefully reviewed Meghan's offer and decided that her participation in the 2023 topic for this year would be unsuitable. The Duchess had a less than favourable reception from the speakers and the crowd last year, as well. 85% of the responses were unfavourable, and all of the articles written about the event criticised Meghan, which hurts Young World's reputation. Kat Graham will take the Duchess' place this year, and more people are in favour of her showing up. The best young leaders from more than 190 nations and 250 organizations come together at the biennial One Young World Summit to drive social impact. Over 41.5 million people's lives have been influenced through One Young World ambassador programs since 2010. With her awful speech at the occasion, which was entirely about me for the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan suffered the ultimate failure. At the Young World Summit in Manchester, where Meghan Markle delivered the keynote on gender equality, a protester carried a sign labelling Harry and Meghan as phony royals. When everything was said and done, the lecture about gender equality transformed into a narcissistic address as people jeered as the pair entered the room. In her 7-minute speech, the Duchess referenced solving 54 times, but Meghan only shared one example about a young Eritrean who attended the Young World Summit in Dublin her first year. Following Bob Geldof's motivational address from the previous year, Meghan gave her customary self-congratulatory speech. You could see that the entire speech was an act, especially when she dropped her voice or her gaze to exude humility or encourage closeness. It was a rather gloomy performance. Bob Geldof's influence, who thought Meghan's performance was substandard, is partly responsible for her absence from this year's summit. Bob Geldof gave the keynote address at One Young World Manchester in 2022, and his pointedly obvious deliberate and extreme eyeball rolling, which began as soon as Meghan entered the room and continued until she finished speaking from the podium and nearly tipped the earth off its axis, made the audience feel uneasy. As Meghan and Harry passed the audience seated in chairs, Bob Geldof could be seen rolling all of his eyes in their direction.